Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Saris Macy Mostrales, taking Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. I am going to report Chapter 18 entitled Biarritz Vacation and Romance with Nellie Boustead in slides 3 to 5. I will proceed now to my report. In February 1891, Rizal arrived in Biarritz. In Biarritz, it is filled with scenic beaches with tourists from all parts of the world. Warm welcome by Bousteads. As a family guest, he was treated with friendliness and hospitality. Rizal was a guest of the rich Boustead family at its winter residence Villa Eliada. His one-month vacation in Biarritz made him forget the bitter memories in Madrid. The one bitter memories of Rizal in Madrid was he almost fought a duel with Antonio Luna because of a girl named Nellie Boustead, a beautiful mestiza of English and Spanish descent. And the other one is the reason of almost fought duel of Wenceslao is Rizal was offended by an article written by the historian. Retana hinted that the Rizals were ejected by the Spanish authorities from their ancestral property in Binyan for non-payment of taxes. But in the end, both Luna and Retana apologized to Rizal so that the duel was called off. Next, February 11, 1891, he wrote to Mariano Ponce. He said, "I have put on so much weight since I arrived here. My cheeks are no longer shrunken as before for the reason that I go to bed early and I have no cares." I will proceed to the romance with Nellie Boustead. To deepen your knowledge about Nellie Boustead, I will share my research about her. Nellie was Rizal's fourth girlfriend. Nellie was the mestiza daughter of a Filipina and a wealthy French-English merchant. Nellie was the prettier and younger daughter of Eduardo Boustead. He founded her to be real Filipina, highly intelligent, vivacious in temperament, and morally upright. With this romantic relationship, he felt invigorated to write and finish his novel El Filibusterismo. In her relationship to Nellie, Rizal gets an inspiration or he is being energized to write and finish his novel El Filibusterismo.
Good afternoon, classmate. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Mary Joy Gumaro Talal, taking Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. Today, I am going to report Chapter 18, entitled Biarritz Vacation and Romance with Nellie Boustead, in slide 6, 7, and 8. Slide 6, Teasing Marcelo H. Del Pilar, February 4, 1891. Changing the O in Nolly to an E, which means Nolly to Nellie. In my own understanding, sa aking sariling pagkakaunawa, noong February 4, 1891, ay biniro si Rizal ni Marcelo H. Del Pilar tungkol sa pagpapalit ng O sa Nolly at gawin itong E na nangangahulugang magiging Nellie ang Nolly. So, pangalawang slide, Antonio Luna. He previously loved and lost Nellie. He encouraged Rizal to love and marry Nellie. So, nagmahal ngunit nabigo sa Antonio Luna sa kanyang pag-ibig kay Nellie. Kaya naman, sinulatan niya si Rizal at hinikayat itong ligawan si Nellie. The third, Rizal friends who advised him not to marry Nellie. So, bunga ng mga pagpapalakas ng loob mula sa mga malalapit na kaibigan, niligawan ni Rizal si Nellie na nagpapakita ng pagkagiliw sa kanya. Ngunit sa kasamaang palad, hindi naging masaya ang kanilang pag-iibigan. Hindi tinanggap ang alok na kasal ni Rizal sa dalawang bagay.
Afternoon everyone, my name is Daniceline G. Besa, taking Bachelor in Elementary Education. I am going to report Chapter 18 entitled Rizal's Marriage Proposal Failed for Two Reasons, slides 9 to 10. So first, refusing of giving up his Catholic faith converted to Protestantism. Second, Nellie's mother did not like Rizal as son-in-law because he had no wish to entrust her daughter to a man who is poor in material things, a physician without a paying clientele, a writer who was persecuted by friars and government official by his country. So, sinasabi dito na kaya nag-refuse or tumanggi si Jose Rizal dun sa marriage proposal because ayaw niyang i-give up yung pagiging Catholic niya. Then, second, Nellie's mother was not in favor of the man who can provide a stable life in the future for her daughter. So, Nellie's badge goodbye to Rizal. They parted as a friend. So, naging magkaibigan na lang sila. Next, El Filibusterismo finished in Biarritz. March 29, 1891, the eve of his departure from Biarritz to Paris, he finished the manuscript of El Filibusterismo. So, sinasabi dito na nung March 29, dito na natapos ni Rizal yung manuscript niya ng El Filibusterismo.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Generose M. Villanueva, taking Bachelor of Elementary Education. I'm going to report Chapter 18, entitled Biarritz Vacation and Romance with Nellie Boustead, slides 11 to 12. I'll proceed now to my report. To Paris and back to Brussels. On March 30, 1891, Rizal bade farewell to the hospitable and friendly Bousteds, parents and daughters, and proceeded to Paris by train. He stayed at the home of his friend Valentin Ventura on 4 Rue de Chateaudun. Valentin Ventura was a reformist during the revolutionary period. He was the one who financed the publication of Jose Rizal's El Filibusterismo. And from Paris, Rizal wrote to his friend Jose Maria Basa in Hong Kong. Jose Maria Basa, a successful merchant who donated money for the smuggling of Dr. Jose Rizal's novels to the Philippines. And then, on April 4, expressing his desire to go to British colony to practice ophthalmology in order to earn his living. Moreover, in this letter, he requested Basa to advance him the amount for a first-class steamer ticket from Europe to Hong Kong. And then, by mid of April 1891, Rizal was back in Brussels, where he was happily received by Marie and Suzanne Jacobi, his landladies, and above all by Petite Suzanne, the Belgian girl who loved him.
My name is Angelica Bigutawil, Bachelor of Elementary Education. So, I am going to report Chapter 18 entitled Biarritz Vacation and Romance with Nellie Boustead. Slide 13. Retirement to Propaganda Movement. So, meet propaganda movement, campaign of information as well as a bid for sympathy. The propaganda movement was accompanied by the native Filipinos calling reform in the Philippines. Abdicating his leadership in Madrid in January 1891. So, on January 7, 1891, he wrote to their young son name, while wooing Nellie since abdicating leadership in Madrid. And the letter referred to election held in January 1891 by Filipinos in Madrid to choose a leader. And the next, in 3Q of his Julius Patriot, he decided to publish his second novel, to practice medical profession and make more vigorous campaign for the country's redemption. So, by the time his second novel, Il Filibusterismo, was published, it had become a crime in most parts of the Philippines to be in profession of ritual writing. And then next, May 1, 1891, notifying the propaganda to cancel monthly allowance and devote the money to the education of young Filipino students in Europe. So, young Filipino students in Europe, the biggest barriers to many young people are in the Philippines, in poverty. Many students are unable to finish education because they do not have enough resources that will enable them to go to school and receive a decent education. Moreover, due to poverty, many students are forced to drop out and forced to work by their parents.
My name is Nellie May Mabanta Cesar, taking Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. I'm going to report Chapter 18, Slide 14 and 15. Slide 14. Rizal stopped writing for La Solidaridad. Rizal ceased to write articles in La Solidaridad, but in spite of this matter, many of his friends in Spain urged him to continue writing for the patriotic periodical because his articles are attracted considerable attention in European countries. On August 7, 1891, Del Pilar wrote to Rizal begging forgiveness for any resentment and requesting Rizal to resume writing for the La Solidaridad. In his reply to Del Pilar letter, Rizal wrote denying in any resentment and explaining why he stopped writing for La Solidaridad. The three reasons: he needs time to work on his book. He wanted other Filipinos to work also. He considered it very important to the party that there be unity in the work. Slide 15. Revising the Philly for publication. May 30, 1891, the revision and apparently completed. June 13, 1891, Rizal informed Basa about his negotiation with the printing firm. In Brussels, Rizal worked day after day revising the finished manuscript of El Filibusterismo and redyed it for printing. Apparently, the revision was mostly completed on May 30, 1891. On his date, he wrote Jose Basa that his book was ready to press and the 20 chapters are already corrected and can be printed. 2 weeks later, on June 13, Rizal informed Basa that he is now negotiating with a printing firm and he do not know if it will be printed in Belgium or in Spain. That's all. Thank you.